Okay, today we will going to learn master data, SAP SD master data. SAP SD master data. There is a data. There is a two types or three types of data. It contain the SAP point of view, like master data and transaction data and technical data. Master data is a data which is almost most of the time it is a constant. For example, if you take the customer master, the data once if you create the customer master or vendor master or condition records, most of the time it's a constant. Sometimes maybe changes, rarely. That's why it's called constant data. And whereas the transaction data, the data which is a business data or transaction data, almost most of the time it will be changed according to the business. For example, when you sales and distribution point of view, we will create a number of inquiries, quotations, sales orders, delivery, like that. These are the transaction data. Transaction data is the data which is almost change according to the business process. Okay, here we are most of the time we'll concentrate on the sales and distribution master data, like customer master, material master, customer material information records, conditions, outputs, incompletion log, or sometime we may have a customer hierarchy. These are the master data in the sales and distribution point of view. Then we can see when you created the customer master, it contains the three types of data, like general data, company code data, sales area data. General data, generally it contains relevant for the accounting and sales also. It is a valid for all organizational levels. General data. Sales area data, it's a belongs to sales, and the company code data, it be relevant for the accounting point of view, like sales organization, distribution channel division, the sales area data, and company code data relevant for the company code. In the general data, generally we will maintain like whatever here is showing, like address, controlling data, payment transactions, like bank, marketing details, like industries and customer classification, unloading points, like when the goods are coming to the company, where it is a unloading hours, and exporting data, and the contact persons where actually inside. Customer master, company code data, like reconciliation account, payment methods, correspondence, insurance. So this is a company code point of view they will maintain. And mainly our sales and distribution point of view, we have to maintain the sales data. It contains like a sales office, currency, sales district, pricing group. On shipping point of view, we have to shipping condition, delivery priority, delivering plant, transportation zone, and the billing point of view, output tax classification, payment conditions, partner function like sold to party, ship to party, bill to party. And it contains the, when you create the customer master, in the last we can see the partner functions tab. It will be contain the sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, pay. If you have any other things also we can maintain. Yeah, see, when you create the customer master, you will give the some account group to create the customer master. What is the account group? The account group are which the customer has the same attributes will assign to the same account group. Means the customers are business partners which have the same attributes, we can assign to the same account group. It will control the number ranges. When you create the customer master, do you want to give the assign the number ranges manually, you want to give, or the system has to assign? If the system has to assign, that's the internal. We are the business users has to give the number ranges manually, then it's the external number ranges. Status, maybe most of the time we are doing the business with the customer, it's a regular customer, or one time only, sometimes rarely he will come. Then using the different account group, we will create the customer master. Then we don't need to maintain the address for that one and most of the details, because each customer have their own details. When you create the customer master, if you have that dummy or one time customer details, then it will ask, when you create the sales order, it will pop up and it will ask you, can you give the details, address, where the location, and these things. And field status also, like required, suppress, optional, display, like these are the also it will control by the account group. Partner determination procedure, it will assign the, in the account group, it will assign the partner determination procedure Then it will determine when you create the sales order partner functions also. Yeah, we have the A, G, W, R, E, R, G, like that number of partner procedures. And also it will control the text and pricing condition also. Pricing determination also it will determine depending upon the account group. See, to create the customer master, we have the transaction codes XD01, maybe complete means it contain the general data, company code data, and the sales area data, and range XD02 and display XD03. Sales and distribution point of view VD01, and finance point of view if you want to create the customer master FD01 transaction code. Okay, this is just about the theory about the sales and distribution. Then we can see okay, suppose for example I will enter into the system, client is 800, and username is SAP user, password, when you created the customer master, we have the SAP business users generally here. SAP Easy Access, logistics, sales and distribution, master data, business partners, customer, create, XD01 complete. Account group, we have to take different account groups according to the requirement. Generally if you want to sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, pay, everything default is 0001 is the account group. Suppose standard one we can take company code 1000, sales organization 1000, distribution channel is 10, and division is 00. Okay, if it is internal number, if you press enter, if it is internal number, then it will accept. Otherwise the system will ask you, you have to enter the external number ranges. Okay, I press enter. Then you can give the name, for example VGH Limited, and short term is VGH, and the location is Hamburg, country is Germany, and transportation is where the actually the customers transportation zone. It will be useful for the to determine the route point of view, and the controlling data. And here important is we have to add registration number. It depending upon the country, country code plus 9-digit numbers for the Germany. Okay, payment transactions, marketing if you have any details, and company code point of view we have the reconciliation account, sort key, payment transactions, payment terms, and sales area data, shipping, billing documents, 01, Incoterms, Hamburg, terms of payment, account group 01, tax classification 1. If I click on the partner function, see it is automatically it is determined. Then you can press enter, otherwise click on the save. You can see here 100183 it has been created. Okay, this is the about how to create the customer.